What is going on, guys? It's Suspect here, bringing you guys a brand new YouTube video, and I'm going to be discussing a question that I get asked pretty often, and it's not so much like, well, I mean, I can go ahead and clarify in this video, but the question is, why do I hate or dislike Optic Gaming? Now, first off, this is a question I get asked a lot over social media. People will tweet at me or DM me, while I'm having conversations with them, like, why do you hate Optic? Like, what annoys you about Optic? And this, that, and the other. And of course, because everybody knows that, or, if you've been subscribed to me or been following me for a while, you know that I'm not too avid about Optic Gaming. And because in my, pools and predictions videos and all that stuff, you guys know that I'm not too fond on Optic on those videos, so I guess here I am to answer the question, why do I dislike Optic Gaming? So, to get it out of the way, I do not necessarily dislike the brand. I don't dislike Hex or the roster. And again, I'm not making this video to start up anything or anything, even though they probably won't watch it. Doesn't matter. It's just to answer a question I've been getting a lot, but my objective is just to answer your question. But I don't dislike the roster, don't dislike the owner, don't dislike the brand, even though I'm not too fond of the roster. Now, at the time of making this video, the roster is Scump, Formal, Crim6, and Karma. Now, last year during Black Ops 3, I wasn't too fond of the players, only because they had like this, unprofessional, immature image on social media. Now, I feel as if once you have a certain amount of following, you have a certain amount of people looking at you, you have to act, you can't act a certain way. Like, you have to act a certain way in public, in social media as well. And, this is something that these guys didn't do, So last year, you guys knew about the complaints about the COD World League. And, I don't remember them off the top of my head. But if you guys watched competitive Call of Duty last year, you guys know that there was a bit of a stir with the pro players, mainly Optic Gaming, and with, the COD World League. I believe it was that there was a tournament that was going to go down, and Formal was like 5 minutes late or something like that, and they had to forfeit Optic just because they weren't so fond of them, and they didn't, give them that little bit of a slide. They had to forfeit, you know what I mean? And with that, they started, going against the league and not playing their matches. They got suspended, and then they started going off on Twitter about talking crap about the league. If you guys know the COD community, it is very toxic, and it's already seen in a negative way as it is, and that didn't help out at all. And I'm not denying that that is the biggest team in terms of franchise and in terms of fan base on the Call of Duty scene. When you have the biggest org in the Call of Duty scene making a community that looks bad look worse, that to me just doesn't really help. And it was as if they were trying to get this mob mentality started and started getting a lot of people to go against the league. And I'm not going to sit here and deny the fact that the majority of the COD World League viewers are from Optic Gaming. That is, I would say is fact. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty damn sure that about 90% of viewership is Optic Gaming fans. So with that, you have like this whole mob going against the league and everything, and they were and Karma, Crim6, and Formal were acting very immature about it. Crim6 has a huge ego, almost seems to he's disrespected, some of my friends on his Twitch for no reason, and I'm just not too fond of the guy. I'm not too fond of Crim6. He's very disrespectful in my eyes, and he tries to put himself in this image that, he's like, a really humble player and everything, but in reality, he just doesn't present himself that way. And this has nothing to do with skill in game either. This is just how I feel about the player. Karma, over time, I've felt less, less negativity over. He's really chilled out this year. He hasn't really done anything over the top. He doesn't really usually do anything over the top, but I know during Black Ops 3 he was very, open on Twitter as well, which I wasn't too fond of. Scump was always there chilling, even though a lot of people are like, yo, he bitches on stream and everything. Well, yeah, everyone's gonna bitch at their team, you know what I mean? And Formal, as of this year, I've gained so much respect for the guy. Respect other players, has taken the in-game leader role for Optic Gaming, and just, you know, he's a great player. Overall, I don't dislike the brand, the players, or the owner. The reason I dislike Optic Gaming is because of their fan base. Now, I know this is going to be a little bit of a touchy subject. I will try my best to, you know, not make it so Optic Gaming fans feel attacked, but not all Optic Gaming fans I dislike. In case you guys know him, Shadow Knight Gabe. He's on the channel multiple times. He's on my streams all the time. We tweeting at each other all the time. He's an Optic Gaming fan, and I understand that you're gonna have your team that you're gonna root for and that you're gonna be looking up to, and I get that. I do. It's the toxic and fake fans of the fake fans of Optic are also the toxic ones, and Optic has a lot of fake fans. So of course, in case you guys don't know what a fake fan is, which I'm pretty sure you guys know, is just, let's say for example, like, I'm a huge Team Envious fan. I've been a Team Envious fan for a long time now, and even though they lose, and you know, during Advanced Warfare they had a shitty season, you know, even up to Black Ops 3 winning COD champs, I stuck around with them the entire time because I'm a Team Envious fan. I don't like people who are team hopping all the time or none of that stuff. I hate it. And people that bandwagon, and Optic is a really easy team to bandwagon because that name has been out since, you know, since forever ago. Also FaZe, but FaZe is nowhere near the level of Optic Gaming. But this isn't about FaZe, it's about Optic. And you know, whenever Optic loses, you know, people are giving them trash over Twitter, giving them crap in the streams and this and that. But when they win, oh my god, I love Optic Gaming and this and that. And like the fake fans start to come out, and it's like, man, shut up. Like, you weren't here when they placed top 8 during COD champs in Black Ops 3 or in Advanced Warfare. You jumped ship. And now that they're winning all these consecutive lands, like, now you decide to show up? Like, no. I don't think that's cool. I don't like that about Optic fans, and a lot of the times they're so toxic. Like I'll be here tweeting out, like, you know, like, oh, hashtag boys in blue or whatever, or like, oh, my boys in blue got this, you know what I mean? And then you got like these toxic Optic fans that are like, nah, Optic's too good, or nah, Scump is gonna shit on them, and nah, this and that, nah. And it's so annoying to continuously see things like that. Now, I know that some people are going to be like, you know, just like, you know, like how you would with sports. Like, you'd be like, oh, this team's going to beat this other team. And it's like, whatever. Okay, cool. Like, I get that. But it gets to a certain point where it becomes toxic and annoying, and that I really don't find fond about Optic Gaming fans. And this isn't even Optic's fault. Like, even they find it annoying, and it's just, I don't know, man. That's the biggest reason why I dislike Optic Gaming overall. And the last part as to why I dislike Optic Gaming is how fond MLG and the casters are of Optic Gaming. Now, I don't think, I mean, I could be wrong, Optic Gaming could have something to do with this, but if you notice whenever the casters are analyzing their gameplay, or before the pre-game analysis and this and that, you notice how much they gas up Optic Gaming, and the teams that end up beating Optic Gaming, they don't truly give them the credit they deserve. Like, I mean, you look at Denial, who won, you know, COD champs in AW. You don't really see much recognition out of them anymore. You see Team Envious that won COD champs in Black Ops 3. They don't get much recognition for it anymore. What do both those teams have in common? They sent Optic Gaming to the losers bracket in round 1 of winners, and they didn't get necessarily the credit they deserve for that. And I think that's so stupid how you beat a juggernaut team like that and the casters kind of take it as whatever. Now, not all casters do, you know what I mean? Like, some of the casters are really cool about it, they're really neutral about it, which is why personally Benson and Puckett and Courage are my top 3 favorite casters, because they're not like that. You look at Maven or Mr. X or TP, you know, these guys are constantly blowing Optic all the time on the analysis desk and when they're casting. And I swear that if the casters were to gas up other teams how they would Optic Gaming, I swear other organizations would have just as much, if not more, fans than Optic Gaming. And they just gas them up. And then even look at E United that won Atlanta, and they beat Optic Gaming in the grand finals. And they still don't give them the credit they deserve. They're like, okay, yeah, you won Atlanta, good for you. Can you prove yourself again in Dallas? Like, fool, they won a major. That's not easy. And they beat Optic Gaming. Like, what? I think it's so stupid. They took out some juggernaut teams like Team India's Face Clan and Optic Gaming, and you're still not gonna give them the credit they deserve. Like, okay, just because they're Optic Gaming, okay. And then there's also times on stream where they end the stream, you know, or they switch from one stream to the other just to switch over to the Optic Gaming game, and it's just like, are you serious? Like, I think it was during Atlanta, FaZe was playing, and just mid hardpoint they switched over to the Optic Gaming stream. I think that's so unprofessional. That is so stupid, and the casters were trying to defend their standpoint, and it just didn't make sense. Like, there's no way you can defend yourself. Like, people, there are FaZe fans trying to watch the FaZe game on stream, and you're just gonna cut it out just to show Optic in the limelight. I think that's so stupid, and I think that just isn't fair. But that is to answer your guys' question, why I dislike Optic Gaming, why I'm not too fond of the fans. But again, just to make it clear, it's not the roster, it's not the branding, it's not the owner, it's more so the fans and the way that Optic Gaming is represented. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. In case you guys did, make sure to leave a like, rating, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.